Okay, if I'm live, where's my bloody camera? I can't see a damn thing. What's going on? I can't see my face. Hello? Why can't I see my picture? Does it work? Oh. Okay, guys. It is me, Miss Jovina Shooting Star, and I am back with another blog. So basically, I just would like to talk about cabinet council meetings at your local council. So today they must have actually advertised on social media for me to attend a London cabinet meeting about youth violence. This is my local council. So I thought, okay, youth violence, it's in London, the victims are usually black, okay, I suppose I can attend this and give my point of view of what should be done. So when I went, it was just all white people, middle class, so-called charities, and the MP. Not one person from grassroots level. So just basically, I turned up and it looked like I gate crashed it, and they were there having discussions. Why there's such why there's such a high knife crime, what they can do about it, and just they were having their conversation. It just got me thinking. How can they hold these kind of meetings and not invite local people or those that are being affected or maybe the parents, And they just hold it at like the most ridiculous times, where they know people will not attend. For example, like at 9 o'clock in the morning, most people are dropping their children off at school. How can they attend realistically? So it's like they're just trying to look like they're doing something, but really they're not. That's the impression I got. And when you ask questions, the MP would sort of be like, don't ask me questions. Like, you just get that kind of vibe like, they don't want to be questioned. And it's just like, who are you? Of course I'll question you. You invited people on social media to talk about youth crime. So yes, I will get my point of view across and you will listen. So I was just asking questions, what should be done? And then these people were just like giving their feedback and blaming things on, their family. And it's just like, how many summits and conferences can you have? You actually have to do something about it at one point. You have to actually, what's the word? Come up with a solution. I just feel like these people are just having these meetings just to get free tea and coffee. That's the feeling I got, and they're not really doing nothing about it. And I almost feel like they're having these meetings to look like they're doing something about the problem, but really they're just protecting their jobs because they don't want to do anything, and they just want to make sure that um, they're trying to cover their backs basically to keep their jobs and keep things the way they are. And it's just, I just feel like I have to discuss this because a lot of these meetings and these public inquiries are really not about helping the situation. They're just the same people talking about the victims, and they don't have nothing to relate with them. And one of the women involved was like, oh, what about introvert boys like my son, who stays in his room? And it's just like, you know, shouldn't be talking about your son. Like, your son has 2 holidays a year. These poor kids that are dying on London streets, they don't have the privilege of going twice a year on holiday. Your son is not in the same league as these poor teenagers. And it's just, I feel like these people in the council cabinet, they really need to be purged, basically. If they're not doing their jobs, they should really be sacked. If there's all these teenage murders, somebody in that department is obviously failing in their jobs. So why are they still in their jobs? Instead of them being held to account, they're just going around having silly meetings, pretending they're going to do something about it, but really they're not. And I just think, Mayor Sadiq Khan should really be tough on these councils and give them a red card, like a mark or something to show, what have they done to reduce it. And if they're not doing it, then they should really change their staff around and employ people that will actually make a difference, because I just see the same faces in London and just going around having PR meetings and not doing nothing about it. So that's my point of view on these so-called summits and conferences on youth violence. But all they're doing is just going around talking and talking and talking and not really doing anything. And just these charities just trying to get funding to say, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that, and even the ideas they give us just not really relevant with London's youth and what they want. And it's just, when are they going to get it right, for God's sake? When are they going to employ people, that actually have access to these young people and can make a difference? So that's what I wanted to talk about, and wondered, should something drastic be done to, to these councils to actually do their job? If they're not good at it, then maybe they should leave. My name is Jarina Shooting Star, and I will be back with another blog very soon. Thank you.